Hi guys, Spectre here, welcome back to more Total War Warhammer 3. Continuing my 100 turn AI head start campaign as Skarsnik. And if any of you guys want to know the rules, they're going to be down in the description of every video. So they're always down there so you can bring yourself up to speed, or you can watch the King Lowen Leon Kerr one, part 1. I explained it all in there in depth. Thorgrim's dead, so we've got him out of the way. I'm going to have problems with Ungrim, obviously. He's going to be my next biggest threat. Belagor might be a threat later on. There we go. Ungrim already. Yep. And then there's Thoric Ironbrow, but he's further to the south, and he's got to come through people first. There's like Queek there. There's Scarbrand. What I need to make sure is that I take Karakate Peaks and not somebody like Queek. At least not if I'm going to give him an alliance. Because Karakate Peaks is going to make my goblins bolt hard. Change that to that. I've already got Ungrim here, because he wiped out that other faction of Greenskins. I'm guessing Azag's still alive, because he's come this direction. And there's no way he's going to have enough armies to go and take Azag out as well. But it's going to be my problem. I might be able to underway partly over. Yeah. Oh god, it's another army. Half Slayers, half Miners.
Disgrace my ancestors.
Fine. Anything you say. I'm a schemer.
That costs like nothing to build. I think it's an insane amount of gold.
Nasty magic's ready. Now.
Still recovering. Okay. Skarsnik's going to stay down here, hopefully, anyway, is what the idea is. I need this guy to be at least competent enough to look after Mount Gumbad by himself.
Make it quick, has got wicked schemes to plot.
Okay.
Lots of plans. What do you want?
Oh my god.
Don't think so. Be gone.
Looks like all his army's coming this way. This is why I fucking hate Ungrim. Because he just spams recruits bastard slayers. I fucking hate slayers.
This magic is real.
You'd normally think I'd actually do that for it, but it's not really worth it. They cost 300, so I'll be saving 30 gold per unit. I'm alright. I'll be fine, I'll pass. I'd rather save the money in the buildings. They're more expensive. Because like next turn I can upgrade that, which is going to be way more expensive.
The tribe's ready.
So he can have a full army as well in 3 turns.
Who should we take?
Now actually, what I could do is,
That works.
could do it in 2. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Black Hawk Big Boss in his army, rather than Skarsnik's.
No way.
Nasty magic's ready. You want schemes? I got schemes.
What problem I've got here is though, bloody... What's they cost?
I'm special.
740. Yeah, I've got to put all the heroes in. That's going to bring down to about, what, 250. And heroes are going to be about, what, about
Scheming.
250 each. I think thereabouts. These are all the ones that are really cheap, aren't they? He's 130. So that's going to be another 700 a piece. 750 a piece. That's 1,500, which is half that amount.
It can't.
And then that on top. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm not going to get another army yet. I was thinking of getting another army, but I don't really see a point at the moment. Skarsnik can defend lower area, he can defend upper area. Obviously, they're coming from both sides. I've got to make a choice on what I'm going to defend. Cities are more important to defend than towns, but towns are not great at protecting themselves because the garrisons are crap.
Fellow tribe, welcome. Get your daggers out, boys.
And since I won't have Thorgrim bullying them, some of these other Greenskin tribes might survive.
Best idea yet.
He can stay exactly where he is, so I can see whatever's there and I can see whatever's over here. Hopefully this gives Azag time to push. What he's doing here is doing me a favour. I won't get any bigger war, because what the army was when I started, but next turn I basically got a full army.
Fine.
And then one turn from now I'm going to be able to get a...
The tribe's ready.
Oh, fucking hell. So you need a tier 1 building for it to be an unwalled summer battle. Okay. But yeah, this is helping me rather than him. Because where he's going to be working towards maybe better units later on, I've got my best unit already. It's just a matter of ranking them up. Ranking them up, getting technologies, which is going to help even further, and then leveling up my heroes and lords.
Now they'll see.
So I've got his buff, I've got his debuff. Obviously we get his spider later. When I get him in his wolf, he'll have a bit more mobility to run around. I've got that, we can cast it on heroes. We need that at level 10. And then I can just start plowing through his red tree.
Gobbler's hungry. Shifty.
He can stay in there. While it's low public order, it can maintain it. It can stay and it won't get negative trade. It's only if you stay in a high public order province for multiple turns, unless you're Bretonians. Bretonians can have their shrine thing, which you should build in every single city to like pray away negative traits. Although I've had negative trait on Lonely on Curve for about 70 turns, and still not got rid of that negative trait. So the 30% it's supposed to give you is absolute crap. Either that or the building's not working properly.
I hear ya. Trixie. Yeah.
I as Black Gork and Morg welcome yous. Like it.
What? A fellow tribe. Welcome. Get your daggers out, boys.
Well, with that.
Now then, what can we do for our fellow greenies? Good.
Right, so with him, got non-aggression military access. That's fine, sending that up. Although I'm treated with Bloody Hand for some reason, it's kind of weird. Because Bloody Hand don't mind me having treaties with them. It's kind of odd. And then, obviously, he's not doing bad because strength rank 8. Sorry, he's got 8 settlements, strength 58. I'm strength rank 7, oh my god. I'm not doing anything with this guy because we're both of these. Now I could send him out of my territory to go and discover the Chaos Dwarves, but I feel at this point they'd probably declare war on me rather than actually try and befriend me. So I'd rather wait. Should probably update that save. Right.
Anything you say.
We just get this terrible garrison. I think it's changed now from greenskin to greenskin, isn't it? So I'm guessing... Obviously, Grimgor must get like an assortment of orcs, probably black orcs primarily. Azag must get a lot of orcs and orc biggins. Wurzag must get savage orcs, and then again you probably have a similar mix, but probably not so many night goblins as with Grom. It's weird. I don't like all night goblins, or it's not great because they're not good units. The weird thing is, it's a goblin type stronghold and it has no nasty skulkers in the garrison. And they're by far one of the better green, like, well, not just goblin units, one of the best greenskin units. Nice. Want that, so we can unlock that one. Another 10% upkeep there as well. So that's obviously specifically goblins, that's 65. That makes it 75%. You know, you get some in there with mushroom addicted. You're definitely going to get free armies.
Nasty magic's ready. Fine.
Tactician will benefit the thingies. Pretty good.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
Actually can get 2. I'll just see if that gives me mushroom addicted for the one that it replaces. So if it does, then I can stick wang that one in thingies.
Show the boss what you's made of.
Or he can have an item.
Yes, boss.
Don't think so.
Longrim seems happy as Larry to just stay at Grom Peak, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Oh. What the fuck?
This is my place.
Fair enough.
No one stronger. Gonna whip you gits into shape.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good for like any spellcasters won't brass cleaver. Not so much for weapon strength, but its ability. So within 35 meters, they get +8 melee attack. Bear in mind the River Hag Troll has one that's similar, but it's the opposite way round. It's basically the smelly, so they can reduce enemy melee attack. Basically like the Slaanesh trait. If you can see off them, it's what these have got here. That one. So overwhelming odour. So it's -6 melee attack to all enemies within 35 meters, and basically she has that. So you can use her nearby to support by being smelly and reducing their melee attack. You can use any spellcasters that have the brass cleaver the other way around to boost the melee attack of units nearby.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
Indeed.
I got plans. Yes, sir.
These are in my territory.
You need me.
Is that guy in my territory? Trying to make sure he is, so I'm not breaching my own rules. Yeah, he's just in it.
Wow.
Talisman of Endurance. Where the fuck has it put me? Why? Jesus Christ. I don't need to go over there and see them.
Sounds like a good idea.
So if caravans are going to start popping here, I'm just not going to attack Chaos Dwarf ones. Chaos Dwarves I want as allies, not as enemies. Smash them faster. Yes. In fact, Spider Bad Moon's up, isn't it? It is. Right, Spider Bad Moon first. It's better. We'll have that. We'll get that next. I mean, I've already been able, earlier on in the battle, where like a rank 2 unit of Skulkers was able to get the melee attack to like 94. And that's the power of them. It's how high you can get their melee attack. And money's no longer a problem after taking out 2 caravans.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8.
8% ward save on him, that's good. Now I can build all the buildings I need. That's after a good strong start.
Oh, yeah. Plotting and scheming.
For I mean, because I've got an extra space there, I could just build that one so Arachnorocks are available if I do want to take one. Just in case. There's nothing else I really need. No. Not really bothered by Skaven Under Cities. The biggest thing with Skaven Under Cities is keeping their corruption down. And when you've got that building, along with that one, you're okay. So you get -3 there and -6 there, so you've got -9. and another -2 there, so -11. Yeah, you're going to have more than enough to combat any Skaven corruption. Only thing I think, but I don't think I've ever seen Skaven do it, not the AI anyway, is I don't recall Skaven building Undercity where it can either blow up a town or city along with an army in it if it's garrisoned inside it, or the one that spawns like an army. Oh, I thought Ungrim might have been coming. He's not, he's going to the other direction. Well, that's fine. The longer he leaves me alone, the better. Because I'll be able to rank up all my Skulkers, rank up my Lord, get him onto his Ragnarok Spider, make him more useful. Obviously I don't want to put Ragnarok Spider in combat with Ungrim, or with any Slayers for that matter. But it means he can fight other non-Slayer based units of Dwarves. Or if not, he can just stand nearby and buff them with the Brass Cleaver. You know, not a problem. And then cast his buffing spells and his debuff spells.
I got me brother. I hear ya.
Here we go. Okay, now we'll just burn through some cash. Province-wide. I like how it words that province-wide and not just local province or something, whatever it is. They word it differently for different factions. It's kind of strange. There we go. Oh, it's now changed. What the fuck? Oh, 'cause it was just one for some reason, but now it's showing all 5. But even then, that's 450 income. That's only 240 income. That's 7 construction slots. That's 9. I know which one I would rather have. I don't know why they would even give you this as an option. Plus the garrison on that is the same as the one that I've got on Mount Gumbad. That garrison is much better. And it's not like you've got any massive faction-wide buffs for goblins. Just the upkeep, and garrisons are all free anyway.
I got plans. Me.
What is he doing? It's my cat crying. And he's being fed. I swear he's a bottomless pit for a stomach. Yeah, we're okay in there at the moment. And then best part is we've got our first war. Obviously we declared it as the dwarves, which is obviously not a big one at the time because they weren't that strong. But minus 5% construction cost all buildings, 4% weapon strength, so all my melee units are going to be a bit stronger, hit a bit harder.
I'm Trixie. Lots of plans. ruler of 8 peaks.
Also, I meant to check, didn't I? Just get me in.
Ain't happening.
You alright? Hello?
What? Now.
You've gotta be kidding me. No, I can hear you. I had to fucking open the door for your goddamn house.
So why put the bloody chain
Because I
on?
probably did it out of instinct and habit. You're trying to break it off the hook or something.
No, try to fucking like push it forward so get you to hear it or just like why the
Well,
fuck?
I was shouting to Ella what's going on.
You literally did not say a thing. I couldn't see it.
I've got a recording to prove otherwise.
That's nice. Why did you do what you said?
My girlfriend trying to get in. I would normally restart a recording after something like that, but I'm not going to bother because I'm over 30 minutes in. And it's a minor disruption at best. Yeah, I don't want to have to restart it from the beginning and go through all that. And then hope I get as lucky as I'm doing right now. Because things can change. AI won't always operate everything the same goddamn way twice. Yeah, I want that one. Cooldown, minus 30% to get back here and smash them faster. Yeah. So smash them faster is awesome. The fact you can have 2 of those is amazing. Right, I want to spend a little bit of scrap. So we don't need those. We don't need those. We don't need those. We don't need those.
A scheme worthy of Skarsnik. Now.
And then we need a grand total of 250 scrap here for these, which we'll build towards.
epic warlord of 8 peaks.
Strongest, meanest.
Oh, there's one there. Never mind.
Born for war. Born for war. Hold your horses.
I'm special.
Yeah, this is the one. Goblin Tide anyway. So if you guys look at that, it says armor plus 15 for goblin units, melee attack plus 6 for goblin units. The goblin units that aren't on there are night goblins. Night goblins aren't a different species, really. They're still goblins. Just they prefer to live underground in caves. Where forest goblins, like the spider riders in the middle there, they prefer to live in forests, in the woods. They're like a goblin equivalent of wood elves. And then you've got regular goblins that'll live basically anywhere that's really not those two locations. So they won't really live... I mean, they still skulk in caves to a degree, and then you've still got where they might take up residence in some forests. But they'll be all over the show. Weird one there is, though. Oh, 'cause it's classed as a Goblin Rock Club or crew. See, they're forest goblin spider riders, but they're included as part of the goblins. But it doesn't include night goblins. So you've got the 8 peak loonies Regiment Renown. Alright, they're Regiment Renown. But you've got night goblin fanatics and just night goblins. And then you've got obviously night goblin archers. And night goblin archers are fanatics. But they're not included in the Goblin Tide. So you're actually less incentivized to take night goblins. You're better off taking things like skulkers. Because they don't even get the benefit from Goblin Tide. And then they haven't got armor piercing on top of that.
I got me brother.
There's no reason to take night goblins. I feel if it says goblin, it should include all goblins. Be it forest goblin, normal goblin, or night goblin. I don't think it should. Just be a certain one, because they're all the same species. Barrack have all been destroyed. Get shit on. What? Really? Well, at least when Ungrim does decide to come, I'll be able to see him coming.
Me.
I'm just going to keep him so we can see that, because in case he recruits an army there. If I move him down here, I'll lose line of sight of Grand Peak.
You want schemes? I got schemes. Fine.
Lead it from the front. I know what could stop me.
And see, this one makes him less stronger than the other guy. Who still has that bloody sword. Shit. In fact, no, that's the other guy, isn't it? you keep that. Have that back. They both have the same name. Oh, no, that's the same thing. He's called Gosbag. Something. Gosbag? Christ. Nobbert Muckracker. What a fucking name.
You're the boss. What? Plotting and scheming. Who needs killing?
My aim is to emphasize, and get one mushroom addicted hero in every army. Just one, at least. If I can get 2 or 3, even better, because then I can definitely get a free army. But if I can get at least 1, then that's a bonus, because then it means more armies later. Just at the moment, I don't see the point in building more armies, because I'm not obviously looking to expand. Is that Clan Verms? Yeah, it is.
I'm a schemer.
Yeah, it's always great when you've got a fucking expendable dude for your thingy. Oh god, it gives you all night goblins. Night goblins suck ass. See, you get 300 from that one. Oh. Oh. But it's like, what? I think they've nerfed this as well, because this used to have 2 gold mines. It had like a normal gold mine and then a special landmark gold mine. Unless it's only for the dwarves.
What you want?
I will not
Character 8 peaks minus 2.
Nasty magic's ready. Right then, let's do it. Skarsnik! Gobbler's hungry!
Time to learn from the
Whoa, over 5,000 now. They only cost 30 a piece. Let's drop that right down. So cheap.
Now they'll see.
And the only reason it's dearer,
Skarsnik.
because of Ragnarok Spider that costs 494. But his will be expensive when he gets on his Ragnarok Spider. His price will shoot up.
That works.
What did he have for his trade? That's actually not bad, because it's the one weakness that Skulkers have is they've got low leadership. So this is actually better for them in that way. The other guys had like armor piercing and some stuff.
What's my brother?
And they're still beefy, strong guys anyway, to be fair. And then when you get on the war ball, they'll have a bit more health, a lot more speed, and then a bigger charge bonus. I didn't used to put them on those, but I do now because it just makes him a bit easier to get around the map, and he can get in and out of combat easier where he needs. Even if it's a matter of him like tangling up a range unit in combat or an artillery piece. He's the one actual cavalry unit you can rely upon. Because normal war boys are just shit, as are your big uns. Because it's just because they're not well armoured. They're not well armoured, they've not got real good missile defence, they just get taken apart. And then they can't fight other cavalry on the flanks. Greenskins have got some of the worst cavalry in the game. So if you go up against Lizman cavalry or Empire cavalry, Bretonnian cavalry, all of them outfight you.
Me!
And that's why this always does so well. I need to be careful on building buildings a moment until it gets at least a straggler, because commandment will counteract the straggler, so it'll be like paying normal price for them, which I don't mind doing. I just don't want to pay a surplus. And see, I can, because I'm bringing in 5,000 turn, when I do want to recruit more armies when the time comes, I can. I mean, once I've got the heroes I need in both these two armies, I'll recruit a third army, just to start the characters levelling up. Dripping Fangs. Is that these ones? I don't know who they are. Is that them ones? Yeah, I don't care about them.
The tribe's ready. Plotting and scheming.
He's left my border as well. Okay. Counteract some of that. I can't tell Fanatics apart from fucking other ones. Shouldn't they have like a different unit card?
Now.
Yeah, if I come across one that's got mushroom addicted, I'll probably recruit that one. Weapon Master 1's back. As I said at the start, the idea is to double down on that, on the fact that you get Well, you get cheaper action hero costs, which is not bad when you start doing that stuff. The unit building chain at Caracate peaks. Your heroes level up faster, but then minus 40% upkeep for goblin units. So I'm just doubling down on that. Make them as cheap as I possibly can. And then if I get armies that are pretty much free, apart from the heroes, the lord, and maybe like one other unit, then it's like a 75% free army or a bit more. That's good. Then we can go up the end of those. We've got these.
Who should we chat?
Fuck.
It can't see.
It's expensive because of this bullshit.
Yeah. Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
Oh, because he's got Bad Winds Magic has been annihilated, but then again, he's not got a spellcaster in there yet. So he's the only one that won't have access to like Itchy Nuisance. He doesn't really so much need sneaky stabbing because he gets better with these Spider Bad Moon. Most of the Greenskins are utility-based heroes. So your lords are, your river hag trolls are, and your shamans are. Obviously, shamans, like the spellcasters, always are, because you don't put them up against like another character to fight in combat, unless it's like another spellcaster maybe. But normally they're just there to like cast magic, either deal damage with the magic they're casting, or they buff your units or debuff the enemies.
Poke out your eyes.
No. Why is it offering me a peace treaty? I'm nowhere near him. All I want to do is kill his convoys. Any convoys that come my way, I want to kill them. Problem is this thing's not going up. And I can't raid because I'm not allowed to per my rules. Because this is one of the things, is if you could raid as somebody like Greenskins, you can easily keep this going up. You can keep some more money coming in, so you can get more scraps. You know, although you're not attacking, you're doing something to make it easier for yourself. The idea behind this being a bit more of like a challenge campaign, you're meant to make it harder. If you're going to make it easier, you might as well just play the regular campaign. Then people bitch and moan about like, oh, I can complete a campaign within 100 turns. Follow my rules. They're simple. They're easy to understand. There's some very specific ones in there for ones like Beastmen, Skaven, Vampire Coast, Ogres, because they operate differently to like any of the factions. Just follow the rules, and you'll probably have a much more rewarding campaign, since you can't even start attacking really until turn 100. You can claim one province. That's it. So I've got my one adjacent province. My first province and one adjacent one. And I've just got to hold these until turn 100. fuck's sake. One gets happy about pillars, one gets unhappy about pillars. What's going on here? And that's with the 20 stack army sat in there.
I got Smith Brother. You want schemes? I got schemes.
I think it has gone up slightly. Tiny slightly.
I'm special.
Fuck it, I'll build it now.
Me brother's ready.
I'm pulling in over 5k turns, so I thought, fuck it, let's build them. They'll be cheaper later on, but this is why you don't want to use your wars all the time. I'm not sure if it's something they have taken out, because I don't recall seeing it on Grom, I don't think. But if you do, I think it's 3 wars in a row, and you dedicate them to the same god, the buff the god normally gives you, which in Gork's case is like plus 10% weapon damage.
Me. Gobbler's hungry. Lots of plans. Hawk's will. Ah, yeah. What?
We're just over a third of the way through then towards the turn 100 if I do this one. At the moment it's actually quite lucky my armies are staying here. I'm having that many bloody minuses, like unhappy popular stuff like that, so fucking hell. Don't let up. I've had unhappiness, I've had flooding. How do you get flooding in a mountain? Moment, I'll take that. Accused of public order. This is still on the decline.
Now they'll see.
Effects on them all. God. Just making sure they're both still on.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
Okay.
I hear ya.
Yes. Confidence, also another good one.
I'm a schemer.
So what I can do is I can get the other two heroes for his army. Or should I put one in there? Then again, because I've looked for more. Can't come over here.
River throw, hey!
And I want Shaman.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
So what I can do is get rid of these two, and then that army's complete.
The more. The hunger gnaws at me when I look at this one. Oh, more. It's
Yeah, two of the best traits that I like for Goblin armies anyway. Mushroom Predicted, obviously, and Confident. Confident's really good. There is that other one as well. I think it's the one that he's got. It's not quite as good. Tactician. Because it boosts that character's leadership effects by +4, and then his leadership over size. So he can kind of like hold your front line together. Rather than being a line breaker, he's a line holder. When do we might be able to get that? Rank 7, okay. Need heroic killing blow, it's good for him taking out characters.
more summons me.
Here meets here.
Well, because I've got the money for it as well, this is where I can do a bit of farm training. Trait farming. What the hell did I just say? We don't need them, because they're not going to be inside the army, so get rid of her. And then, I don't need an aggressive shaman. He's not looking to go into close quarter combat, he's no good at it.
Plotting and scheming.
Oh, discipline's the other one, isn't it? Disciplined. So there's that one as well that guy's got. There's confident, which boosts the leadership of the character and then leadership of all units in the army. And then disciplined, which is +2. I think it's melee attack and +2 leadership or something like that. And then obviously mushroom addicted. So these now only cost 11. Somehow his army's still cheaper. Don't know how.
I got me brother.
So she's close to 200, they're both 260. It's going to be around about that ballpark, it's fine. So these, like she's got one there, she's got it built into her character. Leadership aura size +25% and then character's aura leadership effect +5. But she ain't got good leadership to begin with. She's got her overwhelming order. That's good. Spirit Leech is not bad for using that. Or life leeching. So you get magical attacks +8 leadership, cause terror and can cause terror and can cause fear. It's not bad, and also you could use it against demons. Also, it gives you more leadership, which is always useful. That one also affects all enemies in range. Another hex. And that just minuses 16 leadership off the enemy. Which could work, but could be shit. That one I'm not bothered about, and that's the Vortex. I'd rather use Photogork than those.
This magic is real.
And that one upgrades next turn. Right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this part. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care everyone, and have a great day.